Would you have imagined this quaint little Dutch town with a population of just a bit over 45,000 inhabitants to be the epicenter of a global economic power play? You may have heard of Eindhoven in the south of the Netherlands, but you probably never heard of Veldhoven, a little town west of Eindhoven, the small town that has now become a force to be reckoned with. Residents are complaining that they can't find houses as their once little and traditional village is suddenly getting overpopulated. How has this happened? The town has become so desirable that people are struggling to find a place to live in the area, driving prices through the roof. Why has this cute little Dutch town become so popular? But it's not just the locals who aren't taking this lightly. The global arena is taking note, especially two of the world's most powerful nations, the US and China, which you may be surprised to hear have set their sights on this unassuming town. The question is, what's the big secrets about this place? What does Veldhoven have that's attracting this kind of attention? This story is about how the Netherlands is positioning itself to become a key player in the world economy by leveraging Veldhoven's unique strengths and controlling China's economy. Get ready for a wild ride as we uncover the future of global economics and the role this small Dutch town will play in it. ASML. What do you think will happen if a company breaks all grounds to stand as one of the sole producers of something vital to the world and also goes to the extent that without its service, an entire industry will remain stagnant? Well, that is the case for ASML. The first integrated circuits were produced in the late 1950s, using lithography techniques with a wavelength of around 10 micrometers. The technology for producing ICs has continued to improve over the past years, allowing for smaller feature sizes. But as the feature sizes shrink, the difficulty of producing accurate and precise patterns on the silicon substrate increases exponentially. The main challenges these companies have been facing for years, despite putting in efforts, has to do with finding a way to produce smaller feature sizes. The wavelength of the light used in the lithography process and the light used in the 1950s had a wavelength of around 400 nanometers. As of today, the most advanced lithography tools use extreme ultraviolet (EUV) light with a wavelength of 13.5 nanometers. Well, the search was put to a stop when a company finally found a way to do it. Do you want to know the only company that has been able to produce that? ASML. Advanced Semiconductor Materials Lithography, known as ASML, is a Dutch company which was established in 1984. As a result of the joint effort of Advanced Semiconductor Materials International, ASMI, and Philips. ASML is located in Veldhoven and is currently the only manufacturer of EUV lithography tools in the world, used for making unique semiconductors. One thing stands out when talking about these machines: they are complex and require the use of highly specialized materials and processes to produce the precise patterns needed for ICs with feature sizes of 14 nanometers or smaller. Because of ASML's growing speed, the company's stock has experienced a significant boost of 300% in value since 2018. ASML's technology is used in the production of advanced microchips that power a wide range of electronic devices, ranging from smartphones to computers and self-driving cars. The company's lithography machines use ultraviolet light to imprint circuit patterns onto silicon wafers, enabling the creation of increasingly complex microprocessors. Due to the increasing demand for advanced microchips all around the world, ASML has recorded massive success. The company's lithography machines are also used by many of the world's leading chip makers, including Intel, Samsung, and TSMC. Its rise in value has made it one of the most valuable tech companies in the world, with a market capitalization of over $300 billion as of 2021. As a result of ASML's fast growth and its gaining reputation for being at the forefront of innovation in the industry, it has the chance to become a dominant player in the global economy, and this could pose a threat to other superpowers. Well, the United States isn't ready to let that happen, knowing fully well that China procures microchips from ASML. Consequently, the US has been taking measures to limit the Netherlands and Japanese exportation of chips to China in the extension of their trade war. On October 22nd, 2022, the United States went as far as announcing a set of limitations that targeted China's capacity to produce sophisticated semiconductors on its own or purchase state-of-the-art chips from other countries, which could boost China's military and artificial intelligence capabilities. The restrictions were part of a broader effort by the US to contain China's technological prowess and limit its influence in the global tech industry, which stands as a threat to national security and global stability. China, on the other hand, has condemned the US measures, stating that it is unfair and accusing the US of trying to cripple its economic growth and technological progress. China also went further to explain that the restrictions are likely to have significant implications for global technology companies that have a stake in the China market, as well as for the global supply chain of semiconductors semiconductors and related products. Around February 2023, a report was made by ASML that one of its former employees in China had allegedly stolen important information relating to the company's technology. This is not the first time ASML has been linked to China in such a matter, and this latest incident has only intensified concerns among US officials about the extent China is willing to go to get microchips. The Dutch government, in response to the latest incident, imposed restrictions on the export of certain types of technology to countries like China. All these measures have been taken to gradually lock off China, but we can't stop wondering what will happen if the Netherlands continues to get in China's way, especially thinking of the port of Rotterdam. The port of Rotterdam is the largest seaport in Europe and one of the busiest ports in the world. It is located in the small city of Rotterdam, there in the Netherlands, and is a major and popular port for shipping and transportation in Europe. Before the port came into existence, the area where Rotterdam is located was a flood-prone delta, where the Rhine and Meuse rivers meet and flow into the North Sea. Over the centuries, the Dutch people have built a sophisticated system of dikes, dams, canals, and pumping stations to reclaim land from the sea and protect against disastrous flooding. Due to the strategic positioning of the port of Rotterdam, the Dutch economy has experienced a massive boost, making it one of the major exporters of goods, and today it handles millions of containers, oil, and other goods every year. The port is also a key entity for European trade, with Asia, and China is one of its largest trading partners. If China were to stop using the port of Rotterdam, it would have significant economic consequences for the Netherlands. The port is a major source of jobs and tax revenue for the country, and its importance as a trading hub would be altered if China were to shift its trade routes elsewhere. China alone accounts for almost 50% of the money made by the Dutch from the port. The Netherlands is aware of this, and this is one of the things that are making it relent to collaborate with the United States against China. The Dutch government realizes that maintaining close ties with China and Chinese companies may help sustain the current trade status quo, which greatly benefits the Dutch economy. The Netherlands has so far enjoyed a highly favorable position in terms of trade flows, with Chinese investments and partnerships playing a significant role in this success. And because of this, the Dutch government is eager to continue fostering port-related cooperation with China, as this reduces the likelihood that China will ever use its considerable influence to divert trade away from the Netherlands. Now, given the rising tensions between China and the United States, the Netherlands is faced with a difficult decision about which country to align itself with, and the potential risks and rewards of each choice. Now that we've covered what a difficult decision the Netherlands has to make, we'd like to ask you, what would you choose in this situation? Should the Netherlands sacrifice its economic ties with China to join the global effort against China's increasing power? Remember that China's ambitions also extend to Taiwan, intensifying the situation. Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.